So how did I get my Supra? And how? And how long it was that? I was 19 or 18. I'm not sure. I think it was 18 or 19. The story on this car is pretty funny actually. I had a Nissan truck. It was a 97. I was gonna do an SR20 swap on it. I was looking at engines. Back then it was pretty cheap actually. Like for SR20, 1,500 bucks. Now they're good luck. I was ready. I was gonna do it. You know, like the truck was rusted. Like it like the quarter panels and the fender was like out. But the frame itself, it was like holy crap. It was like clean. Like I don't understand how that happened, but the frame was clean. But anyways, it's one night, right? I'm just chilling, you know, just sleeping and almost going to bed almost, right? And then I saw a white Supra. I'm like, okay. But the pictures weren't that good, you know? So I clicked and I was like, wait a minute. This Supra, it seems familiar. I was like, holy crap. This is the same Supra that I looked 3 years before I even got my license. I was still in high school, like I was in grade maybe like 11 or 12. I saw the same car and I was like, yo, man, this is like, I want to get this car one day. I wish, you know, I had the money to buy this car. But back then, the guy was asking $4,000, 4,500 bucks. And I was like, yo, I fell in love with that car. I was like, yo, one day I'm going to get a car like this and it's going to be white, you know? So the years went by and then and then I saw the same car for sale for freaking $2,000. I'm like, what? $2,000? Yo, I messaged the guy. Yo, I had no money, zero money. And I messaged the guy. I said, yo, you still have the Supra? You know, I'm really interested on and blah blah blah. I want to come down and look at it. And then like we made a deal the same night. I offer him, yo, will you take 1,500 bucks? He's like, yeah, sure, come and get it. Like, sure, come and take the car. I was like, no way, this can't be happening. I had no money. Remember, I had no money. So I think it was a Saturday, and that same Saturday I post the truck for sale, and that same Saturday I sold it for like dirt cheap. I just needed money to leave a deposit. Blah blah blah. I put a deposit. Bang bang bang. And I went to check it out. I dropped the deposit. The car was like, oh my gosh, like there was smoke coming out. You know, it wasn't pretty, but it was clean. Like my shell is freaking clean, man. It has a little rust in the quarter panel, but other than that, it's like wow, spotless. But like I was like, oh man, I was scared because like, shoot, what if the engine is not good? And I was like, damn, man, okay, whatever. I took a risk and I started and it was like, yo, my eyes was hurting me. I was like, yo, what the hell? And then I made my research and the turbo was bad. So I'm like, okay, the turbo's bad. I'll fix that. I never worked in a car like this before. Like I never like thought I would like freaking own this car when I was that age. Now it's just a big thing now. I got the money together and I went and bought it with my good friend. You know, he came down to pick up the car. Shout out to him. So yeah, it was freaking awesome, man. And then the years went by. I did the turbo. I changed the turbo by myself. That's one of the first things I did, like big things. You know, I had no clue what I was doing, but I just did it. I wasn't scared. You know, if you're gonna do stuff like this, don't be scared. You know, everything's gonna be alright. If you break something, you can replace it. That's the worst thing what happened, you know what I mean? So I installed the turbo. We started up and like boom, I'm like, yeah, yo, this is freaking awesome. Yo, I look under, oh my god, all the oil just freaking started leaking out and like, oh man, what the hell is this? I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell happened? Freaking oil everywhere, like, oh my gosh. I was scared. I was like, yo, what the hell happened? So I checked all the lines and blah blah blah, and it's one of the feeding line that's under the turbo. There's a gasket. For some reason the gasket wasn't lined up, so it was like out and all the oil just drained out. I was like, yo, if you have a 7M with this feeding line, you know the struggles, man. If you bend that like a little bit different, yo, it's not lining up, man. You gotta like play around with it, and like, oh man, that sucks. So finally, I got that fixed. Um, it was running beautiful, no smoke. It was, cruising downtown, and then the engine it was a healthy engine. Like, I don't, it was burning a little bit of oil. I'm not sure because the turbo got bad again, or it was just the tire engine, man. But the gasket, I didn't have no issues with the gasket. I had no issues, man. And like the only one issue I had, I almost towed it. Almost. I never got a tow with this car, ever, never. I never broke down. Once I actually broke down because my starter got stuck. I was washing my car. It wasn't starting. Oh man, I had a piece of wood. I just went bah, smacked the freaking starter and it started no problem. And then one time, this is the scariest one. I was like, oh shit, that's it. My engine is done. One day I was cruising, whoa, shifting down, and then all I hear was like, like what the hell? Like something like, okay, it was probably just a piece of plastic I hit. And I was cruising, and then like I seen like smoke coming out of my engine. It's like, what the hell? And I checked my temperature, yo, it was almost red. So like I have to stop, freaking like, what the hell was that? I check, my fan got stuck with some piece of plastic, like the rad plastic thing that goes on top. That broke, so that got stuck with the freaking fan. And I was like, oh man, everything started coming out of like the reservoir, the water reservoir, that plastic thing, or whatever. Start boiling, heat up. I was like, oh man, that's it. My engine is done. So I stopped. It was actually at this place, Bell. I think it was Bell, Canada. I stopped there. There was freaking antifreeze everywhere. I was like, oh man, what the heck? What the hell am I gonna do? One guy came. He's like, yo, you're gonna get sued. You can't like be doing this with all these chemicals. Like I'm gonna call the manager or some crap. I'm like, yo, my car was heating up. Like I had to stop somewhere. I didn't know this happened. So, yo, I don't care. Yo, you better like stay here before I go. I'm gone. I dipped. I had a little water. I cleaned a little bit. Like I didn't my car was running perfect fine after. So I just had water, cleaning it a little bit, and I just left. But that was like the closest thing, But yeah. Second thing I did after the Supra, after the turbo I changed and everything, I did the suspension. Yo, the suspension on this car's stock are the worst, man. Like you can get yourself killed. Like this suspension are way too soft, man. Like it just freaking bounces everywhere. Like as a freaking lowrider, you're going like, yeah, lowrider, nah. So I changed that. After that, drove the car, and then I decided, like, yo, what are my next step with this car? I never thought I was going to be this far on the MK3 Supra. I never thought I would do any of these things that I'm doing right now. I thought I sat down one day with my girlfriend and say, yo, I want to do some stuff with this car. Like, I really, really love this car. Like, I just love how it looks, how it drives. It's just, I feel like I'm in a car, like classic. I love classic. I'm an old school guy. I love Toyota. I'm a hardcore JDM, as you can see in my sweater here. Anyway, so I was like, yo, let's do a 1J swap. A lot of my friends told me do a 2J. Honestly, a lot of people are doing that. They're amazing engines. I just love how the 1J sounds, man. It just sounds so aggressive. Not only that, maybe one day I'll consider doing a 1.5 JC. If I get the cash one day, the opportunity to do it, I'll do it. I made my research before I did any of this. Like what would I need? What parts would I need? How much money I will spend? So I did it. I bought the engine with bell housing, rear sump, mounts, brackets, and stuff like that. And I was just thinking about my car and the 1J, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo, one of my friends has a garage. So I start asking my boy Coleman. He's like, yo, is it cool if I do like a swap in your garage? Such a cool dude, yo. This guy drifts like freaking sick, man. Like, you better check him out. Big shout out to Coleman. I text him, say, yo, you think it would be cool if we do like the 1J swap at your at your house? Cause I don't have a garage and it sucks, man. It was winter. He said, yeah, let me ask my parents, and then I was gonna pay him and stuff, but their parents are like, no, don't worry. But I'm like, yo, that's cool, One night we were just chilling with my other friend Justin, and then Coleman was there. We were just chilling, and then it was like, yo, do you want to go do the swap now? Like, what if I take the engine tonight to your house? And we're like, yeah, yo, let's go. So that same night, we went to get the engine, everything. We slapped it in the back of the Tacoma and we went to Barrie and just, yo, magic happened. We did the swap. Like, it was minus 27 freaking outside doing the swap. Bro, it was scary and it was cold and my hands were numb and like, it was something else, but very fun. Like I said, a big shout out to Coleman, man. So, yeah, we're here right now. The car starts. I had to buy some harness for it, as you see in the video. I had to buy a 2JC harness, 2JC GTE Mines ECU, 550 injectors. And now it starts. The only thing is running a little too rich, so I gotta figure that out. Now we're going for a second swap on my girlfriend's 87 Supra. We're just gonna wait a bit for the weather to get warm, and then the swap is gonna happen. So that's it. That's all I have for now. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and share with your friends and comment if you like. I'll coming back if you have any like questions or do you have any like worries about your swap. Let me know. Maybe I can help you. So stay tuned for more. And yeah, knock out and salute.